Hello friends, Coach Yana here. Thank you for joining me. I am going to wait a little minute just to see who hops on. If you have received my email or seen any of my Facebook posts, you know that I am doing a live Q&A from some of the questions that I received from you. So that's what we're going to do. I've been recording the 5 phases of burnout, recognize the signs, and I hope that you have been finding them useful. So there'll be 5 videos. You haven't received all 5 yet. So the one is phase 5 is still to be released. However, I wanted to hop on and answer any questions that you have. If you do have questions, please send them below, whether I can catch them right now while I am live or I can answer them afterwards as well. So welcome. Let me know who is here. I see people popping on. Welcome. Coach Yana here at Get Well Coach. So as I mentioned, I want to go over the 5 phases of burnout. And then I want to do a live Q&A with some of those questions. So let me recap all of the phases of burnout, just in case you haven't watched all the videos. And if you haven't, please do so. The earlier you can recognize the signs of burnout, the sooner you can actually do something about it. Most of us go totally unaware, not knowing what we're dealing with. So I wanted to do these videos. That's really my why. I wanted to create these series because most of us are totally unaware what's happening to us. And really, the cost of burnout is huge. It not only can cost you your job, it can cost your relationships, it can cost your health. And then you spend your life on drugs, addicted to various prescription drugs, and that is just not a way to live. My goal as a health coach is to stop the unnecessary suffering that is caused by our lifestyle. And burnout is preventable, and it can be reversed, and you can get back to your life and you can thrive again. So I wanted to give you the hope of knowing that. That is why I'm doing these series for you. And also, so I hope that's helped you to do that. And also, it's why I want to invite you to join my 10-day recharge challenge. But anyways, I'll tell you more about that at the end of the video. So as you're popping in, please say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I know I have a very wide and global audience from a lot of my friends across this beautiful earth. So let me know where you're watching from while I take a little sip. I am still in Playa del Carmen. We've got a fairly nice day today, nice and warm, probably about 5 degrees or so. So still able to be outside and enjoying the day. So again, thank you for joining me. And so let's recap the 4 phases of burnout. Now, if you are not on my email list, please go on to our website, getwellcoach.com, and sign up for my emails. You'll get all of the details that I'm discussing about here, plus you'll get notifications and you'll get to find out what's happening with Get Well Coach, what are we doing, how are we helping you, what can we do to support you. So join me there if you're not on my email list. Okay, let's recap the 5 phases of burnout. So the first phase is titled honeymoon stage, and that is an awesome stage, and you're definitely not thinking about burnout. So that is a stage where you've just landed the new job, you are excited about maybe a new business, new promotion, whatever it may be, but you are full of optimism, you're happy, you're feeling good about yourself, and you're celebrating your new success with the job or the business, whatever it may be, and you're celebrating with your friends and family. So this is an awesome phase. Phase 2 is called subconscious disregard. And just like the title mentions, it is subconscious. So your mind doesn't actually recognize what's happening because you are putting in a lot of hours into your job, many days. It takes a lot out of you. But what is starting to set in at phase 2 is a little bit of job dissatisfaction. It's just requiring a little too much, perhaps. You're feeling anxious, fatigued, and forgetful. Because now you're not able to sleep as well because it is churning in your mind. We all know how that goes when you're trying to fall asleep. And those were actually some of your questions too, so stay tuned if that's one of your questions. But in this phase, you are already neglecting yourself because you're putting so much effort into this new venture that you're doing. So phase 3 was titled Chronic Stress or Conscious Numbing. This is when your optimism about the new job has turned into chronic stress, as I mentioned, and you're becoming angry, resentful, your energy is low, and even in this phase, so this is phase 3, you might be turning to alcohol or prescription drugs or perhaps even other drugs to help you cope with the stress of your new job or whatever you're doing. In phase 4 of the burnout is called the burnout, the anxious exhaustion phase. So you are pretty much exhausted, and continuing as normal is not even possible in this phase, or at least not often possible. So you're neglecting your personal needs. You have isolated yourself from your friends, your family, your hobbies, from just about everything and everyone. So you're withdrawing, which is creating possibly some resentment in your family members, in your friends, in your coworkers, whatever it may be. But things are starting to get pretty serious at this stage. And most likely you have become quite pessimistic. So as we started in the honeymoon stage, when you received the job, you were optimistic. Now in phase 4, you are very pessimistic. Your outlook on life is becoming negative, and it's difficult to be around you, actually. And obviously your confidence is down because things are starting to shut down in your body, in your mind at this phase. Well, if this is not bad enough, phase 5 is still to come. Now, you have not received that video yet. It has not been released. That will be released this coming week. But it is titled Full-Blown Trauma or Habitual Burnout. This is where chronic mental and physical fatigue totally set in. You can't even make it out of bed. By this point, you might not have a job, you might not have a business because all of that is gone, or you're struggling very much so to keep going. But really what is in your mind is there a way out of this hell that I'm feeling? That is really where phase 5 is in. That is your mindset, and you are feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and really want to check out of society and life as you know it. So the question I have asked you all along as we've been going through these phases is, which phase do you identify with? And is this we're at the beginning of a new year. It's only just few days in, and you might have made some New Year's resolutions, but I wonder, is this the year that you will take charge of your own healing journey? Would you do things differently if you knew that you had limited time to live? Would you live differently if there was a clock that started ticking backwards on your life? Of course, most of us would. So with that question, I actually did something that may seem a little sadistic at first, but stay with me. I heard about something that's called death clock. So I put in some details. I went to the website, I put in some details, and it gave me a date when I'm going to meet my maker. Well, is it accurate? Most likely not. But what is interesting, so if you are curious, that for me is May 2046, so that's 25 years from now, about. And sorry. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So there's this clock that starts ticking backwards. So it starts taking seconds and minutes from the life that you have available. So what if you did this little thing that I did on the, what was it called? deathclock.com. And you go in there and you find out that you have only 5 years to live, or maybe even 10 years to live. Would you prioritize things differently? Would you do things to extend your own life? Would you want to make sure that you have the energy to live out the rest of your life and to do the things that you want to do and not be debilitated with disease? Would you make yourself a priority? I had a coaching call recently with one of my clients, and we were trying to assign value to things that matter in life. Would you assign different value to different things in your life? So this is why I want to invite you to join me for my 10-day challenge, to reclaim not only your energy, but your vitality, to live your best life. It's never too late. Even if you're in phase 2, 3, 4, or even 5, you are able to take charge of your healing journey. So what will we do in this 10-day recharge challenge? Well, it's 10 days, 10 keys. So we will put into application 1 key per day, not to overwhelm you, because we know burnout, you're already feeling overwhelmed. 1 thing per day that you will get to apply to reclaim some of that energy and vitality back. The coaching videos that you will receive daily for the 10 days are 10 minutes per day. I know you're busy, and I appreciate your time that you spent with me. So these are quick videos. I value your time. So it'll 10 minutes a day. Your executions can be really just minutes per day. And to help you commit, it's $10 per the challenge, to have some skin in the game, so that you are committed. We all know that when there's no value assigned to something free, we don't do so well. So there you go. Okay, so the questions that you guys have been sending me, now if you have some, please type them down below so that I can answer them for you. By the way, I want to say that doing these video series have been a little challenging for me, and number 5, we actually had to, phase 5, we actually had to delete part of it because, well, let's just say it's still quite raw with how I feel about burnout and my own healing journey. And so we had to cut a little bit of it out because it is a difficult topic to talk about when you've lived through it like I have. And again, this is why I want to help people. I want to give you hope for a brighter future if you are suffering with the things that I've listed in these 5 phases of burnout, or so far 4. Okay, so some of the questions that I've received from you guys so far is, will 10 days really make any difference in how I'm feeling? Well, because the challenge is 10 days. You would be pleasantly surprised how much of a difference the 10 days can have on your system. We have had testimonials of bloating, going, much smaller stomach after not even 10 days. We've had people saying, hey, I can fit into clothes that I haven't been able to wear for years. How amazing. 10 days. For those of you that want to lose some weight, here's your chance. Not that that's ever our focus at Get Well Coach. But what else have we heard? More radiant skin within few days. Forget 10 days. Within few days, people will be commenting on your radiant skin. Hello, welcome, Susanna. Great to have you. Hi. So what other differences? You may have more bowel movements. Hey, I'm a health coach. These are the conversations that we have. So you will have more regular bowel movements. How amazing is that? You will have more sustained energy. So, you know, when you're going through your day, whether you're at the office or you're doing whatever you're doing, but that 3 o'clock hits and you're like, oh, I just want to take a nap. Well, you will have a more sustained energy when you're on the challenge, because you will learn how to properly nourish your body. So hope that helps. Now, it's interesting that a number of you have contacted me. I think 3 of you have contacted me with regards to sleep problems. And honestly, going through burnout, wow, that's a big one. I totally get this question. And when I started my own recovery and my own healing journey, it took me, listen up, it took me 4 months to actually have decent sleep. So if you're in phase 5, it will take a little while, but you will get there. You will get there with some support, coaching. We will get you to a point of sleeping a lot better and feeling a lot better, energized. But what can you do with regards to improving your sleep? Well, circadian rhythm and being in rhythm with the daytime and nighttime is actually quite critical. Bumblebee flying around here. We're in the tropics. I guess, not quite their summer, but anyways. So circadian rhythm is something critical for our system to be reset, because we are meant to be full of energy during the day and we're meant to sleep at night. If that is out of balance, guess what? We will be out of balance and out of energy. There are a number of things that I teach in my course with regards to circadian rhythm, but I want to give you a few tips here anyways. So stay aligned with looking at the rising up when it's daylight and going to sleep when it's dark. And I know if you're in the northern hemisphere, that's really late on both ends. But when you wake up, go and look into the sun. Go look at the sky to reset your internal body clock. Also something, and at night, I guess I could also mention, stay away from blue lights on your phone, on your TV, on all of the electronics. That might be helpful as well. Then something that helped me is melatonin, which is a natural hormone, but you can take it in a form of a supplement. So that's what I was taking, and I actually still do if my mind is loaded with too many things and I have a hard time shutting it off. I definitely reach for melatonin, and it's okay to do that. It's like I said, a natural thing. The next thing I like using is essential oils. So essential oils like lavender or German chamomile. These are very calming oils, and you can put them at the back of your neck, at the bottom of your feet, to help you fall asleep faster. So hope you find that helpful. Now, this is more of a challenging question that I've been asked is, I can't get off antidepressants, and I have addictions regarding that. If you are not finding the support from the physician that you're with, and they're not able to help you get off or do what your goal is, there are other natural, holistic doctors. Those could be functional medicine doctors, those could be naturopathic doctors. Find one that will help you to reach your goals. This is something that you definitely need to seek professional advice on, and they will guide you in whatever that goal is. If you want to get off of it or if you want to minimize it, they can definitely help you with that. But the goal really is to change your lifestyle. And I know that's easier said than done. That's why I do coaching, because I do realize that on your own, that's a difficult journey. So what are some of the lifestyle changes or tweaks, I guess, that you could do with regards to this? So you can support your body with proper nutrition. So most of us are really deficient in minerals and vitamins and the necessary things that we need for our body and mind to function properly. So support your body with proper nutrition, and that actually is going to be one of the first, I think, on day 2 of the challenge. Then minimize your stress. Change things around. Look at your life. Where are the stressors? Are you able to minimize or eliminate them? And honestly, that could be even your exposure to toxic relationships. Can you spend less time with these people while you're recovering? Or if these are friendships, just remove them. If they're not serving you and supporting you in becoming healthier, then they might have to take a back seat for a little bit. So these were some of the questions that came to me, and I hope that this has been helpful for you. We still have the release of phase 5 that will be coming to you. If you are not on the email list, please get onto getwellcoach.com, sign up for my emails, and you will receive all of that. You can also watch my videos on Facebook at getwellcoach.com, or on Facebook, Get Well Coach, and on Energy and Vitality, that's my group that's free that you can hop on as well, that we have more of a conversation on. So go on there. Here I will put a link for you to join our 10-day challenge if you identify with any of these phases. So phase 2 on, and you're ready to take charge of your own healing journey, and this is the year that you've said, that's it, I am making some changes. I want to help you, and it would be my honor to have you come along for the 10 days to reclaim your energy and vitality. So I will include the link somewhere around this video, and I hope to see you on the other side. And if you've signed up already, please share this video to someone that I can offer hope for their recovery, that they can start their own healing journey as well. So thank you for being with me today, and I look forward to releasing phase 5, a challenging one, I must say, but you will see that posted soon. You take care, and I will see you at the 10-day recharge challenge. Thanks everyone for your time. Bye.